post-war period. That was the Eurasia Group's assessment as it published its list of the top risks facing the world in 2017. Coming in at number 1 is an independent America, which would have widespread military and economic implications. A brief time ago, I discussed the rankings with the group's chairman, Cliff Kupchan. So, Cliff, Donald Trump wants to put America first and make America's allies pay. Why does that put America number 1, American independence number 1 in your list of risks facing us this year?
Because it will likely lead America to not provide the guardrails for the international system moving forward. Trump's tapping into one of the most strongly felt views that Americans have, which is independence. Independence from multilateral institutions, from alliances, from things that constrain Americans. That could well lead to the system decaying. That could well lead to NATO decaying. That will leave Putin running room. That will leave the Chinese running room. It creates a much more dangerous world.
Well, and you have China overreacting as your second most important risk. So those are interlinked, aren't they?
Very much interlinked, but they're different. China stems from the fact that the 19th Party Congress, a key political gathering in China, will happen late this year. Xi Jinping, the Chinese president, is going to be really, really sensitive to any challenges to his power. Could well overreact to Donald Trump. Could well overreact to any sign of economic turmoil. When China sneezes, markets get a strep throat. That's the risk.
There's also a big risk, isn't there, you're identifying there, from North Korea. Donald Trump has already tweeted the North Koreans. They've tweaked him back, or well, we'll see how they do tweak him back. But the Chinese are supposed to have influence with North Korea. What risk do you see from North Korea's ballistic and nuclear program in the year ahead?
The risk is that the North Koreans are finally making real progress on their nuclear weapons program, on putting a warhead on top of a missile, and on developing a missile that could reach the U.S. West Coast. That's a red line here. So, as the U.S. pressures China to crack down on North Korea, they could refuse. You get U.S.-China. If the U.S. considers kinetic options, military options against North Korea, you're going to see tremors throughout the region.
Right, this is all very alarming. And then you have, as a threat, what you call technology in the Middle East. What's the connection there?
The connection is that for all the troubles in the Middle East, I think people have missed the intersection between technology and Middle Eastern politics. The social contract in the Middle East is that oil makes money, money makes stability. Well, the fracking revolution, enhanced recovery techniques in the U.S. are going to keep oil prices low. Connectivity, it's good here, but in the Middle East, it lets bad guys talk to each other. Automation, robots, puts countries with young people, makes unemployment even worse. So that technology, for all the troubles with the Middle East, is going to make it a lot more unstable this year.
So where specifically in the Middle East do you see that being the greatest risk?
I think where it really hits the worst is where the youth bulges are the biggest. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, there just aren't going to be jobs. And that's going to create a lot more fertile grounds for ISIS to recruit. It's going to create a lot of unhappiness.
Cliff Kupchan for that sobering analysis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now to a happier topic.